stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on a giant screen with a few colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading
It's
about.
showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
We're delighted to have you with us. They're driving theater.
You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Yo.
Oh, you know what? I just thought about something with the fingers that you did.
Yeah, the organ playing?
Yeah, and Vince coming in saying spooky. We need to get someone that's really good at keyboard or something and
To
have
do
them
us a
do
spooky
like
remix?
an organ spooky remix. Yeah.
Wee doo dee doo dee doo. Doo 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 doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. I'll put some feelers out to some of my musician friends and see if we can do that. Well, what's up, guys? It is another Monday night. It is another 8 o'clock. It is another Central Standard Time. You're tuned in to the Drive-In Speaker Box. If you're downloading the podcast, I don't know what time it is or where you're at, but thanks for joining us either way. But if you're joining us live on the Facebook, the Twitch, or the YouTube stream, what's up? We already got McLean and Vince in the crowd saying, hey, what's up? Noticing our spooky backgrounds. It's going to get spookier and spookier as the month progresses. Of course, this is the first show of October. We got a couple of new little spooky items in the background going on. I just didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time to decorate because I have been decorating my literal cheeks off with creating the first and only Halloween pop-up bar in Arkansas called Nightmare on Block Street. You can find out more information on nightmareonblockstreet.com. And as Vince asked over on Twitch, how is it going? It is going very well. We had a very busy weekend, which is pretty cool, especially when at its time of slow business in the hospitality world, especially in bars, but we're doing it right. We're doing it very socially distanced. Every booth is themed.
It's actually really cool.
Some of them are more popular. What's your favorite spot? What's your favorite booth? I mean, you haven't quite experienced all of them yet.
I hadn't got to go to all of them, but I am partial to the Friday the 13th booth. So
the Friday the 13th booth?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like that one too because the little Easter egg there is you get to see Jason's mom's head, Mrs. Pamela's head. If you get into the booth and you can find her sweater and then you look above her sweater, I made a Pamela Voorhees head, and it's pretty fun. And that's actually I really dig that booth. That one's come together pretty nicely. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the Hocus Pocus booth is getting a lot of social media. So that's
you
been
have a booth that's Hocus Pocus.
It's the whole skee ball wall.
All right,
so if you're
I didn't see a booth, but I saw the Sanderson sisters and Billy.
Yeah, got a little Binks up there. There's everything from the movies there. Binks is there. The Black Candle's there. The book with the eyeball is there. You just got to kind of find it. It's all. I'm a man of detail. And
is there? Do you have like a Morton salt there?
Maybe
like
you got to look for it.
A circle of salt.
They couldn't leave. Actually, that's the whole booth. Is like you can't cross the salt line, and you trap them in there.
Which one of our local theaters was showing Hocus Pocus the other day. So check your listings to see if you can find where you can watch Hocus Pocus near you.
It's true. Like ours was playing, I think all weekend, one showing a night, and they were playing. It was pretty fun. I didn't get a chance to go because I was busy working, but we have. We've got a lot of cool stuff. The theaters here in town are playing a lot of little indie films, a lot of, it is October, so of course everybody's going to be at home watching a lot of spooky stuff on their streaming services. But here's some news. I don't know if you guys heard. The parent company that owns the Regal Cinemas chain, which is one of the largest chains in North America, well, the world, honestly, is closing it down. I mean, not permanently. I thought when I first saw the news, I thought it was going to be permanent. But Cineworld, they own all the Regal Cinemas in the UK and Ireland. And, a lot of these theaters, I think they're planning on. They started saying they were going to do 500, but I think they have announced even more recently that all of their theaters are going to be closed temporarily until they just figure out what the hell's happening.
All of their theaters in the U.S., UK, and Ireland. Which is over 500 theaters in the U.S., which is an eighth of all the movie theaters that we have, period.
Mm-hmm.
So 1/8 of our theaters that would normally be open are going to be closed. So that's who knows what the percentage of what theaters are actually open that's going to remove from availabilities.
I believe that their reasoning behind this was the delay in the Bond film.
Well, they said the delay in big films in general, but Bond was the spark that started it because not only was that movie supposed to come out last year in 2019 and got pushed to this year, but now it's been delayed again until April of 2021.
Which, in similar news, Dune, which was supposed to come out Christmas this year, is now being pushed to October 2021. So
after they released that trailer, you can't do that to us.
I know, man.
What are you doing, man?
Oof. And I refuse to watch that at home. That is a movie.
Oh, that has to be big screen.
Yes, because his films, they're definitely big screen films.
Big movie film.
Big movie film. Speaking of big movie film, have you watched the new Borat trailer?
I have, yeah. Very excited about that.
Very big movie film. It's going to be very nice.
Lots of people doing that again in the world.
Can't wait. Anyway, that's crazy. This whole pandemic has not only, it's affected our show. Our show's not really the same that it used to be. It's evolved. It's a lot more just random than it ever has been. But that's okay. We're pivoting, as they say. I hate that word. But we've been having fun. We've been diverting off topic. There is no topic anymore. Did you see a movie this weekend?
I watched several, but none of them were new.
Right, same. I never stop watching films, but I'm playing catch up on a lot of old stuff or revisiting movies that I haven't seen in a long time. Especially since it's October, going to be revisiting a lot of horror films. And if you're a new viewer, this is going to be really awesome for you. If you're an old viewer that's seen several Halloweens of the Drive-In Speakerbox before, you're probably going to get a lot of recommendations that you've heard before. But there's some new horror there's some new horror that's coming out. Blumhouse has been doing some good stuff. There's a new Blumhouse little series that's coming out. There was the Creep Show series that is season 2. They're dropping like an animated thing later this month. I can't believe season 2 isn't out now. Like, come on, it's October 5th. Let me get some of that. But Shudder is doing a whole lot of stuff.
I just got really tickled because Velvet Santa came in and said that they brought Stripes for $1, which is a great purchase. Stripes is a good movie film. And then Vince comes, you literally bought that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1. Speaking of thrift store finds, I think this is a perfect segue. You haven't seen these yet, but one of our listeners sent us this, giving shout outs to our man Logan.
Oh yeah.
He is like a thrift monster, and he has been making these notebooks out of VHS covers, which part of me is like really sad that a VHS box is getting destroyed, but the other part is like, look at this rad little notebook.
It's pretty cool.
So give it up for Logan. We've got Gladiator here. We've got Chuck Norris and Top Dog. One's tough, one's smart. Together unleash explosive action. We've got Travolta and Cage face off. What is going on here? And this one I think he made especially for you, Grip. There it is,
complete with like
the preview
discount sticker. Yeah,
Fast and the Furious. So I'm gonna just go ahead and give that to you.
How about that
from Logan?
This is where I'll keep all of my important Fast and Furious points to argue on the show.
I woke up this morning thinking about Vin Diesel's beautiful slick bald head, and I had to write it in his dream journal. And
yeah, that would be really funny.
Yeah. So
dude, check this out, man. Blockbuster even.
Oh, it's got the Blockbuster sticker on it.
Yeah, you got original The Fast and The Furious with a Blockbuster sticker on the back.
We also got Keanu Reeves' Speed.
That's
right
cool.
there. We've got Harrison Ford's Air Force Ones.
Get off my plane.
Yeah, you see him stomping in the Air Force One. And then, of course, last but not least, we've got Batman Forever, Tommy Lee Jones, Val Kilmer, the whole gang. Very cool. And if you guys live here in the local Northwest Arkansas listening audience, these notebooks, they're made from upcycled materials, obviously, and they're handmade right here in Fayetteville. And he's going to be selling these things, so you can get your hands on these. You can get them right now at Fayetteville's vintage store, their newest vintage store, Recollect. It's a very cool store. They got a lot of really cool clothes there, a lot of 90s jams, and they're located over on College Avenue. And you can slide into their DMs on Instagram at recollect.ltd, and you can get requests. You can make requests for notebooks. You can get up on there and get one right there. So and we may give one of these away tonight on the show. So
not the Fast and Furious one.
I don't think anybody else wants that one, dude. I think that one's safe in your hands. So
forever. Yeah. Thanks, Logan.
Mm-hmm. So later in the show, we're going to be giving away one of those notebooks there. Recollect, if you're watching the live stream, pulling up the Instagram right there, you can check it out. Got a lot of really cool stuff there. And there's a
Undertaker
post.
T-shirt.
Look at that post there. They've got already in stock. They got Hook. They got Harry Potter.
Look at all those
Bad
notebooks
Boys,
too. You can get Empire Strikes Back, even
Indiana
Wayne's World.
Jones. Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
Terminator
The
2.
holographic cover for Jurassic Park: The Lost World.
What?
T2.
Man, it's all right there from our friends over at Recollect. God, I just sound like a commercial now. Diablo 2 shirts? What? Man, I need to go. It's been a while since
they got a Linux shirt. Yes.
Nerd.
Was it Diablo 2 where your guy shoves the crystal in his head so that he becomes the devil, or was that the end of the first game? Spoilers, I'm sorry. Because at the end you're like, no, I'll never let the evils
and he goes,
live. And just shoves it in your face. Yeah.
Smushes it in the forehead.
And then you become the devil in the next game.
Mm-hmm. Diablo. But Logan tuned in right there in the YouTube chat. He says bookmarks are currently being made of the spine of each box. So
hey, that's cool. So then you get double use out of each one. Yeah.
Nothing goes to waste, just like the mighty buffalo.
Also, Vince calling me out on showing me the it's like the scary movie version of Fast and Furious trailer, which I've thought about watching probably 100 times. And it turns out the trailer makes it look really, really fun, and I actually do need to watch that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the spoof version. Speaking
of things that look really fun or somewhat movie related, I can't remember who it was that was asking me about it. It might have been you about the like Honey I Shrunk the Kids-esque video game.
Oh yeah. What's it called? Grounded.
I don't know, but I just downloaded it tonight. And I just hit download before I came out here, and because I watched the trailer and I was like, dang, this looks kind of dope. I want to be a little kid in the backyard riding an ant to a oatmeal cream pie.
I think they just released a new update for it. But yeah, it's called Grounded, and it's basically the backyard scene from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
And you build little grass huts and fight people. And
I think it's like a survival style game, kind of like
the lawnmower come overhead. It's like
I don't know about that, but I think it's done like Minecraft or Conan Exiles or Ark Survival Evolved, or any of those survival type games. So
I think it looks really cool. So.
Super Fast is the name of the movie that I was trying to think of. Thanks, Vince.
Super Fast. Other fun things that have come into the studio today is the Grandpa's a busy boy, and he went out and went shopping and got us something for the background, which is fun for Halloween or Christmas, however you want to look at it.
Getting called out again, just wasting my money on toys.
Yeah, we got a Gremlins figurine. These things, the ultimate gremlin.
But not only is this gremlin a cool toy to have, but it is the movie theater gremlin. It comes with all the accessories to turn him into
the popcorn hat.
One of several gremlins in the movie theater.
He's got the soda and the whirly bird hat. It's I think that's going to be a cool addition. I mean, we've already got the little tiny gizmo back there.
We got the
and
flasher.
We got the flashing gremlin back there. So now we have the full-on box. These are really, really cool. I don't know what company makes these. NECA, N-E-C-A. They make really cool stuff. And he also brought me some Halloween treats. Like, look at these. Some Witch's Brew Kit Kats.
Yeah, dude, they're marshmallow flavored, and they're green chocolate.
What? Marshmallow?
Mm-hmm.
I'm set. Look at all these spooky things. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. These are good, dude. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're different. Very Halloweeny.
I think I'm gonna get another one of these. I don't know if it tastes like witch's brew, but it tastes real good. Wow, they taste like cereal marshmallows. God, I love cereal marshmallows. Velvet Santa on Twitch says now this is an unboxing video. Hey, they get more views than we already do, so we're just gonna unbox it.
It turns into it half of the time. Yeah, tummy trouble.
Damn. Dina says, have we had those zombie Skittles? I have not had the zombie Skittles this year. I actually don't go to a lot of stores right now.
Smart.
I've been avoiding humans unless they come into my bar. But I have been to like Target because they always have really cool Halloween stuff, and I've been to the Halloween store numerous times. I just bought a new prop for one of my areas, one of the Ghostbusters areas. If you come out to Nightmare on Black Street, if you do live here in the area, there's always,
if you want to travel down here just to check out
some of my friends from Tulsa came all the way from Tulsa. Shout outs to my friends over at the Max Retrocade down in Tulsa. They came to check it out. So, it was always cool to see them. They were like, oh, this is so cool. But throughout the month, I'm going to be adding little fun things, little Easter eggs here and there. I got 30 days to like think of new cool stuff because the clock was ticking. Normally for Halloween when I'm planning my big to-do, I've got like a whole month of October to like shop around and look for stuff and come up with ideas, and then I build it like the last couple of days of the month, and then it's amazing. But I had to get all my planning done in August and September, and you can't just run down to the Halloween store in August. You gotta really put some forethought into it. But there's gonna be a lot of new stuff coming out, so more reason to come back again and again and again and again and again and again. I have to get somebody and put them in the candy bowls.
Yeah, that's kind of why I got you a bag of them. I didn't think you'd eat them all right now.
Have you met me, dude? I love candy.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Man, those are good. Holy crap. Thank you.
No problem, man.
So, yeah, it's fall. What are you guys watching? Fall's movie time. Like, everybody wants to stay inside. I noticed just this last week it was like 58 degrees, and people were like, oh my God, I can't even be inside. It's so cold. And people are freaking out and couldn't handle being outside, so it's the perfect time to get in there, watch that movie. What do you guys like to watch? I default to spooky movies. I don't really like gory films unless it's over the top, crazy, hilarious gore, like Chopping Mall, which we all watch together.
Yeah, see, so I'll watch the ones like that, which we need to bring back the makeshift drive-in. Those are fun. And those are fun. I like those goofy ones. I like things like Critters or Werewolf Cop or Chopping Mall or.
I almost bought a Killbots shirt the other day.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
What are like really dumb, stupid ones? What's the one, Society or whatever?
Oh yeah, with the butt face guy. Yeah, dude. That movie is just. I remember showing that movie to a bar full of people once. I used to do these schlock cinema nights.
Basically, all of those movies, I like those. Those like real fun. Dumb, like. Low budget, even in the 80s, like terrible.
Dead End Drive-In is a really good one. But yeah, let's see who. McLean on YouTube said that he watched Friday the 13th yesterday at the theater. That's awesome.
The original.
It'd have to be the original bag head, like pillowcase head. You're like, oh, psych, it's Pamela Voorhees, and she's,
but then at the very end, extra psych because here comes Rotten Jason
out of Camp Crystal Lake. That's a classic one. It just withstands the test of time. Let's see. Blondie Darko says, watch the doc people. People you may know. It's about Cambridge Analytica. That sounds fun. Educational. Logan said, Eight-Legged Freaks, featuring the Speakerbox unofficial 2020 mascot. Eight-Legged Freaks is a good movie.
Eight-Legged Freaks is a good movie.
It's kind of like Slither is another one of those weird movies. It's just fun, and you're just like, what is going on in this movie? Velvet Santa said Ghost Town is fun.
Oh wait, hold on, check this out. Velvet Santa said that Nana Visitor was Pamela Voorhees in the remake.
What?
Kira Nerys from Deep Space Nine was Pamela Voorhees. How about that?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Nana.
There you go. And Vince said that Hocus Pocus apparently is killing it at the movie theaters
Dude.
right now because of course it is.
'Cause
It's
Hocus
Disney.
Pocus.
It's witches. You got Binks, who's cooler than Binks? Nobody.
He's like the ultimate cool cat.
Yeah, you
Literally and figuratively.
you got the dude from NCIS in it who had his voice overdubbed.
It was number 2 at the box office for the entire weekend. It made almost $2 million this weekend at the box office. The power of a well-made movie that stands the test of time, and also media hype and Instagram. Like, that movie has been around for a long time, but only like 90s kids that are getting on this big nostalgia kick right now have been like going, Hocus Pocus! And now it's like popular
I've
again.
always liked this movie. I think I have the
it's a
VHS somewhere. I used to watch it constantly.
It's a good Halloween. It's a good family-friendly Halloween movie. Now I haven't seen Halloween Herbie or Halloween Heine or whatever this new stupid-looking thing with Adam Sandler is. I may watch that this weekend.
Oh yeah, Stubby
Halloween, Herbie Halloween, Halloween Butt. I don't know. I did watch Tales of Halloween this afternoon because this is the first day that I've had off completely to just like sleep forever. I was pulling 20-hour days at the bar this weekend.
You know what? Who's been sleeping? Apparently, Vince came in and said he's never seen Hocus Pocus, and he always likes to surprise us with what he hasn't seen, because he always comes up with something that's one of those things where everybody has to be like, "What? How have you not seen this movie?" Because it's like, how have you not seen it? That's like, oh, I've never seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, or I've never seen Star Wars. It's up there with that because Hocus Pocus is just such one of those, I don't know, like cornerstones of growing up and horror movies or spooky things for people to start to get into like that. And it's family fun. You got Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker and what's her name? She directed Big.
Yeah.
Laverne Shirley. What? Come on, help me out here, bro.
Well, I want to jump into these comments before I forget. Speaking of witches, Live on the Green Roof says The Witches, the 1990 Jim Henson one. They're actually making another.
Penny Marshall, thanks.
Yeah, Penny Marshall. They're making another The Witches that was supposed to be maybe a theatrical release, but it's going to be straight to on-demand streaming. That looks. I don't know. It's
every time
they
they remake a Roald Dahl after the first one that everyone likes, it's never good. I.e., Willy Wonka.
And what was it? Did he do The Mouse and the Motorcycle? Was that one of his?
Stuart Little?
No, not Stuart Little. Are The Borrowers? Was that one of his?
No.
I can't have. I'm just my Roald Dahl.
He did.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. Was that his? Yes,
that was
his.
James and the Giant Peach.
That's the one I was trying to think of. James. Because, oh God, that was so good. The BFG. That movie.
The newer BFG's not bad.
It's not bad. Velvet Santa asks, can anyone name a remake they like over the original?
There's a few. There's a few, but
I don't know if I like more than the original. Well, okay, Maniac. If we're going to be talking horror movies, we're going to be talking October. The remake of Maniac that has, I think it's Elijah Wood is in it, is significantly better than the original one, in my opinion. I know a lot of people would be like, Halloween purist, but
most people
really
like
good.
Evil Dead 2 more than Evil Dead.
I would also argue that's
that
solid.
has the advantage of having like the same director and main star and everything like that.
He's like, nobody watched this one, so let's wrap a little bit of the first one into the second one.
So the guy that made the first movie was like, oh, let's remake it. So it has that advantage there.
Let's see. There's.
I mean, I could dig up a few. It's just hard to like
think of them on the spot, but If you're gonna be doing, I'm gonna go lean back again on that Maniac because I know a lot of people probably haven't watched it, and that's gonna be my October recommendation of the week is the remake of Maniac because it was like Alexander Aja and his crew, and yeah, good stuff.
Vince came in and said The Thing, but The Thing was not a remake; it is a prequel. And it helps fill out plot holes from the original.
I think he's talking about the 1950s, like The Thing from Outer Space.
Okay, yeah, all right,
and then
that
John
makes
Carpenter's was
the remake. Yeah, fair.
And was The Fog a remake as well? I can't remember. think it was. I don't know. It's a little foggy. But it's a really good movie either way.
Well, Logan's saying Ocean's 11.
Shots fired.
Hold on. Let's clarify that you're talking about like the 90s remake, right? Or like early 2000s, like the
Soderbergh joint?
Yeah, not the newest one. Where he's talking about like the remake from the 60s one to the 90s ones, right? Not the one with Sandra Bullock and crew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, The Fly, yeah. Vince coming in. Yeah, The Fly
Vince coming in
remake
with a good
is
one.
definitely better.
Way, way better. Help me! Help me! I mean, like, get out of here with that crap. I want to see him break that dude's arm in an arm wrestling match and, like, go and, like, spit on stuff. And Jeff Goldblum, come on. Teleportation is possible. I mean, come on. The Fly is so good.
Logan,
With
Wicker
the
Man.
Wicker Man?
No.
Mm-mm.
So the guy that made Wicker Man, the original, hated that remake so much. And he made a different one. What was the title of it? It was called like Wicker something, but not like the Wicker Man. And he did his own
chair.
Yeah, like sequel or something that no one watched, but
No.
he absolutely hates that one. And Nicolas Cage is, of course, very Nicolas Cage.
He's
and
very, very
The
Nicolas
Wicker
Cage.
Tree. Thank you.
Dina mentioned something that I absolutely love because I've been doing this at home because I also subscribe to Shudder. And she says she has the Ghoul log up on the Shudder while watching us on TV, and it's highly recommended. And that sounds like a wonderful idea because the Ghoul log is my favorite. I've been tuning that thing on my TV for a while. Now they got a new Ghoul log for 2020, and I'm pretty excited. Logan says he will always stand by Nick Cage. I mean, hey,
where's
someone
the has
notebook?
to, I guess.
Here we go. We got our
Yeah,
Nick
that's
Cage.
his. Yeah, give
John
that one back
Travolta.
to him so that he can
Boom.
write his Nick Cage dreams down.
He's like, tonight I had a really good dream about Nick Cage from Con Air and his luscious mullet.
Nick Cage wasn't in Con. Oh yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
I was thinking. Hold on, we have Travolta right there, so I was thinking Broken Arrow for some reason.
No, that was Christian Slater, and the Travolta.
Now Nick Cage did his Forrest Gump impression through all of Con Air. That's right.
Yes, he
And
did.
you had evil Danny Trejo.
And evil John Malkovich. And,
Well, you had John Malkovich.
yeah,
You had possibly evil, but didn't come across as such. Steve Buscemi.
it's true. Everybody likes Steve. Let's see. Blondie Darko asked, what's your favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror? Now, that's tough because I have not. I mean, this is going to sound blasphemous, but I haven't watched a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror in many years because I haven't had cable in many years. And I used to be completely and utterly obsessed with the Treehouse of Horror. I mean, I had the DVDs and all this stuff, but I have just fallen out of the Simpsons world. And it's so weird because I was so obsessed with The Simpsons for the first, 10 seasons? And then the latter 37 seasons, I haven't been able to keep up with. But
Yeah, I haven't watched Simpsons in like
if there
20
is a
years.
way, is there? I mean, you guys might know because I haven't really looked into it. Is there a place to find all the Treehouse of Horrors in an easily digestible, bingeable package? Can we do this? You know, I one of my favorite memories of Treehouse of Horror where the Kodos and Kang have the book and they go, wow, we found what you're up to, and it says how to cook humans, and he's like, oh, it's just some dust. And he goes, poof. And it's like how to cook 4 humans, and there's more dust on it, and they go, poof. And it's like how to cook like 4 to 5 humans, and I don't. It's such a good scene. I really like Disney Plus. No, I'm not getting Disney Plus.
That is where all the Simpsons episodes
Get
are.
out. That's why I haven't gotten on the Disney Plus. That's The Simpsons. Get that. That's no.
Because at first they moved it to FXX, but then that got bought. And so now it's all Disney Plus, the whole world. It's going to be like that meme with the astronauts, and the one has the gun to the back of the other one's head, and he's like, it's all Disney Plus. And they're like, yeah, it always has been. That's going to be it, man. Did you know, hey, talking about movies coming out, did you know that the single big studio release for November is Soul by Disney?
Are they doing it?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not set in stone yet, but it's supposed
Because
to
I don't
be.
want one of these another like pay $30 after you already pay $30
For a movie
Disney
that
Plus.
is everyone hates.
No. Vince says you asked where to find them. You didn't ask where I can find them, and it's a cool place. I mean, that's true. That's true. I was just expressing disappointment because I wanted to go. I was like, oh, if they found a place, I'll go out and watch. Not Disney Plus. There are two things in this world that I will never pay for: Disney Plus and anything that has an Apple logo on it. I will never.
Which means you will pay for sex. So everyone remember that. He said there was only two things.
I mean, you can't say that desperate times wouldn't call for it. If you were on a desert island and it was your dying wish, and someone was like, "Hey, we got a special going on," like, who knows?
I'll also never buy Apple products, so I feel you on that one for sure.
No, it's just blah, blah, blah. Vince says, I had the free trial and I canceled it within 10 minutes. I did that the other day with Hulu Plus Live TV, which is like $60 a month, which is insane.
Is it? Do I pay $60 a month? I need to check
for
my bank
Hulu
account.
Plus Live TV?
No, I got rid of my cable and I got that before Disney.
It's $59 a month. Check your...
Yeah, YouTube TV also bumped up their pricing to stay competitive. You know, that's the kind of the market price now.
Yes.
Hulu and YouTube TV. Yeah.
So I did that because I got asked by my co-host on the later program that I do, Jason Sewell.
Fair enough, Dina.
Yeah. See, Dina knows what's up in the comments. We had to we did a live watching of. It was my first live watching a movie. Online, which is kind of weird because some people were tuning into the chat going, "Is this where we can watch it?" Because we were watching The Masked Singer on Fox or whatever, which is a trash show and a trash concept. It's like American Idol, but with already existing celebrities, and they're dressed up in costume, and they go, who is it? I don't know. Oh, it's a reveal. It's, and I think it was, what's his name? Mickey Rourke, who can't sing at all, by the way. And it was the dumbest thing. But we were live watching it.
But he can punch you if you don't like it.
If you don't like it. Man, he needs to hold off on that plastic surgery, though. He's looking a little weird. Anyway, I had to get live, and I bought one of those stupid digital antennas for like $50, and it only gave me one channel, which was not the channel that I wanted. So I had to go return that, and so then I signed up for Hulu Plus Live.
That's true. They took Comedy Central off of Hulu Live TV because friggin' Paramount Plus or yeah. So there you go. I tried to watch the quarantine special that came out this past Wednesday.
For free.
Is it?
On the South Park website, yeah. Yeah, I've got it bookmarked on my phone because I've been meaning to watch that as well. But
yeah,
then I'm
I need to watch
God,
that.
It's 46 minutes.
Because I was going to watch it on my Hulu Plus Live TV, and I was like, wait, where's Comedy Central? But that's because all of those CBS properties are gone because
God, it's
they
getting so hard to watch.
Have their own
now.
streaming, and since friggin' Disney
Wouldn't it be
owns
cool?
Hulu.
Wouldn't it be cool if there was a way where they could run a wire to your house, and through this wire you could get all the channels available for one price?
Yeah,
and then
you can't
could
accept,
flip through them.
Except that
it'd be amazing if they could do that.
So much money. That one price is a ridiculous amount of money.
Not when I remember. When we had cable in our house, just less than 10 years ago, it was $60 a month. And guess what? We got everything.
Yeah.
Except for HBO, Showtime, and Cinemax. Those were the three premiums.
No, that would be sick if it was $60 a month.
But I just wish that there was the technology that we could have all of those things in a convenient location, and even if our remote could navigate through it on our TV, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, you can
fucking paywalls.
You can aggregate that, but that's a different conversation.
Fucking paywalls, man. I've been saying this on the Driving Speaker Box for 15 years. It's the moment they start giving you something you think is convenient, it's only a way to make it inconvenient so they can conveniently take your money. That is the secret here, and they're doing it to us again. Dab nabbit. They're making it to where you can't go to the video store and get a $1.99 copy of a movie that you want to see. You have to get a $5.99 rental on fucking Amazon. How many movies I've had to
you can
pay?
set it to standard definition and not pay as much.
It's still $4 to $5 to rent one movie. You remember going to Hastings and any movie you want on DVD was $1.99, and you got to keep it for 5 days, not 24 freaking hours. Get out of here with this shit. Why are we regressing in our movie viewing abilities? I told you, Bostradamus told you that this was happening, and it was going to happen, and I'm right. I'm always right.
McLean's right too. He said he
Frickin'
misses
monsters?
TCM, and TCM is probably one of the reasons to have cable. But if you do have full-blown HBO Max instead of just the HBO Max on Hulu like Vince pays for, you actually get a TCM section. And then if you want more of these paywalls, there's the whole Criterion. There's a Criterion streaming service available to get a bunch of the stuff that you would see on like TCM. Oh, hey, movie news about movies. Don't forget about Total Recall. Revamped
right.
30th anniversary in movie theaters this weekend, and December 8th will be available in UHD because it's remastered. And I'm gonna have to own a copy of the UHD to go next to my 10 Mars DVD.
That's going to be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Just give them air, Cohagen.
Come on, Cohagen. You got what you want to give these people
Air. And get the big nostril thing that's like...
Oh, yeah, where he pulls like a grapefruit out of his nose.
You got the track in your brain. Like, oh, man. Such a good scene. Just like...
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
See you at the party, Richter.
You know my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Total Recall. If I can get that evening off, we have to go see that.
Velvet Santa wants a Spaceballs Total Recall double feature. Well, hey, you don't even need Spaceballs because friggin' Arnold gets kicked in his Spaceballs like 3 times in the course of Total Recall. So,
Dina said over in the comments that she said that new releases at Hastings were like 3 days for $5 or $6. No, there were 5. I was a GSM at Hastings, so they were $4.99, and you got them for 3 days. And if you brought them back the next day, you got $1 credit on your account to your next one. So it was like $3.99. So yeah, boom, still better. And that was brand new, brand new. It just came out. Like
if you
brand new.
if you brought a new release back the next day,
You know how much Mulan was for a brand new day? $30. Get out of here with that crap.
nobody liked it. And then you had to pay again to watch it again. If you did.
That's right. If you wanted to show somebody else how stupid it was, $30. $30. Vince says we need the DISP street team to have eyes on the street. Rick Moranis' attacker is still at large. Yeah, did you guys hear that? Rick Moranis, poor Rick Moranis.
how
We were
not
just talking
talked
about Rick
this.
Moranis.
Yeah, you guys, he returned to acting, and the world was like, yes, here it is. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Ghostbusters, Strange Brew, If You're Cool, and then some friggin' turd punched him.
That's not cool, man. Why would you punch? Why would you punch the Moranis? You're a Moranis.
Vince and I talked about this, and we feel like there's going to be some street justice dealt out to this person. Like
street justice for Moranis.
Yeah, like someone in New York is gonna know who did this, and they're gonna find him, and they're gonna beat him with Spaceballs, the lead pipe. I got that from Vince. Shout out to Vince. So because me and him were going back and forth, and he's like, "Yeah, Spaceballs, the lead pipe." And just beat the hell out of him. The kids love this one. Spaceballs, the flamethrower. Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of screenings, this was pretty cool. Malco Theaters, which is regional in the Mid-South. It's based out of Memphis, Tennessee, I believe. And they have, about 50 theaters, maybe? I don't know. All throughout the Mid-South region. We have one here, two here, three here.
We have Razorback, both of them in Rogers.
Yeah.
Fort Smith, Springdale.
Okay, so we
have
several
5 in
Malcos.
Northwest Arkansas.
Anyway, Malco announced that they're going to be doing, are allowing people to do small group reservations. They've always done like corporate parties and reservations, but I think they're coming off their pricing there, and you get to pick your movie from their catalog, and you and up to 20 of your friends can.
Is it like karaoke that like you get to pick your booth, i.e. theater, and you get to flip through the catalog, and you're like, oh, I think I want to do this.
No, we're gonna do this. I hope, because I really want to do this, because I was thinking we should do some drive-in Speakerbox screening nights where, I mean, of course, it's probably going to be limited on their catalog to movies that we've already seen. But I think it'd be really cool because, I mean, watching a movie as a group is kind of how movies are supposed to be enjoyed. You know that it's the best way to see a movie's on the big screen, the big sound, a bucket of popcorn in your hand, a fizzy beverage, some sweet treats, and a bunch of people around you. And I think it's going to be cool. I'm going to look into this because especially if there's like a scary movie in October, we can do a DISB like horror movie screening. Wouldn't that be cool? Jake wouldn't come because he's scared. And
I just don't like him, okay? Velvet Santa said put the ending of The Mist on a 2-hour loop. Spoilers coming in. Isn't The Mist the movie where you find out that they all killed themselves for no reason because the army comes in and saves them like 2 seconds later because the dude just like kills his whole family and he's like, okay, well, here it is.
Here's my turn.
And then the army shows up and he's like, are you kidding me, bro?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
Yes. Man, that movie is actually pretty good.
Oh, wow. Miles coming in. Starship Troopers in the theater. Talking about Michael Ironside, Richter, a minute ago.
Dude.
Yeah. You got Clancy Brown. You got Neil Patrick
Verhoeven
Harris.
coming back at you.
Oh, yeah. Man, you got Michael Ironside. You got Jake Busey. What's his name, man? Help me out here. Denise Richards.
All of them.
What's the main dude? Starts with a C.
Oh,
Casper Van Dien.
Casper Van Dien. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the guy that everyone forgot about.
No way, dude.
Yeah, Casper Van Dien.
What's the name of the actress that plays Dizzy? Dizzy's cool.
The Brain Bugs.
Yeah.
You got all. I mean, Starship Troopers is a pretty cool movie, you guys. It's got everything that you want. It's got like science fiction. It's got action. It's got like tongue-in-cheek propaganda. It's got nudity. It's got violence. It's got all this. I mean, it's got Paul Verhoeven written all over it.
I want to see a Men in Black Starship Troopers crossover where those kids are stomping on the roaches, and I want to see the dude in the bug come up and like, oh, don't step on the bugs, please. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, of course. That was one of his better performances.
Vince D'Onofrio?
Yeah, and he's like, and eating them roaches.
Adventures in Babysitting would be fun in the movie theater.
You know, it's been so long since I've seen. You mentioned Adventures in Babysitting a lot on this show.
Yeah, have you ever seen that movie?
It's been a really, really long time.
It's the best. It has the mom from Kindergarten Cop. It has Elizabeth Shue. It has Vincent D'Onofrio.
It's got the Thor hat.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest standout thing is that Thor hat.
Yeah, all these kids that are obsessed with Marvel, go back to Adventures in Babysitting. The little sister was obsessed with Thor. From Marvel Comics. It was Marvel Comics Thor that she thought was so cool. You also have a tow truck driver with a hook for a hand that's trying to kill the lover of his cheating wife.
That reminds me of Large Marge. Speaking of truck drivers that are spooky.
Oh, yeah.
You know, from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Velvet Santa says, it's no, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Pee-wee would be a fun movie in the movie theater.
Oh, dude. Big Top Pee-wee or Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
I'm not watching Big Top in the theater. I'm not gonna waste my time to watch Big Top Pee-wee at the movie theater.
What's wrong with Big Top Pee-wee?
It ain't Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
But it's still Pee-wee. Did you see that the third Pee-wee was even really good?
Yeah, but it's Pee-wee like cheating on his girlfriend and being a butthole, and there's a lot of like,
what? No,
hey,
no,
Pee-wee, we're the circus, and there was a storm and it blew us in, and people don't like us. No, I'm not.
Movie. It had a better soundtrack. Danny Elfman knocked it out of the park on Big Top Pee-wee.
Well, if you want to hear Danny Elfman circus music, let's just watch Batman.
Okay, let's watch Batman. I mean, we got the Notebook here from Batman Forever. Thanks to Logan over again. Shout outs to the guys at Recollect. You can get these in your own home. Look at these. The best Batman yet, says Pat Collins with WWOR TV. I wonder what old Pat Collins is up to, like giving bad reviews, or I guess not bad reviews, good reviews, but inconsistent reviews. What do we got? Harry Potter Fully Loaded. Are you talking about Harry Potter and the Deadly Weapons? That would be a fun one to watch in the theater.
It would be sick if you could have them show Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone with the Brad Neely Wizard People overdub at the movie theater.
Wait a minute. Okay, we're getting a layered onion of Harry Potter spoof. So Wizard Peeper Dill Reader plus the Deathly.
No. Like, watch. If you just have them show the Sorcerer's Stone in the theater, but instead of the Sorcerer's Stone audio,
Right, it's Wizard Peeper Dear Reader, yes. But what if we watched Harry Potter and the Deathly Weapons, which is basically Sorcerer's Stone, but every time they use their wand, they shoot guns, and it's the Wizard Peeper Dear Reader audio. We're taking it to another comedic level.
I think
it's a mashup.
I think it would take away from both of them.
I don't think it would. I think it would enhance. I'm gonna R&D this, you guys. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna see if it works, because it could.
Vince asked if Logan has made a notebook out of the Notebook yet.
Of course. How could you not? He's just hogging them all for himself. He wouldn't want to give that away. It's too precious.
He has to wait for someone to come up to his booth and be like, and he's like, oh, well, what are you looking for? And they go, I don't know. And then he goes, what do you want? And
just what do you want?
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
What do you want?
And then he slides them the notebook, and they're like,
that's what I wanted
there
the
it is.
whole time.
Mm-hmm. That would be great.
That would be pretty great.
Show your seal.
Show yourselves.
Too bad that movie was never on VHS.
We need to watch that in a group. I'm pretty sure we could get that on the cheap.
Yeah.
Hurricane Heist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, Hurricane Heist. I had so much fun watching that movie. And Geostorm. I had a lot of fun watching Geostorm, despite the fact that I had that ding-dong in it that I don't like watching. Anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, what else? You're over here sipping on your weird teas.
Chrysanthemum tea drink.
Yeah,
it's very good.
We got our Miyazaki Studio Ghibli Giblets candy here. Got all the fun treats and snacks tonight up in the studio. Yeah, I mean, we're almost up against the clock here. This has been the fastest hour that I believe we've done in a minute.
I bet Ghibli movies are probably expensive to do that for.
To do what? I doubt it, because I bet they wouldn't even allow you to do it, because I think only Fathom and Disney has distribution rights to showing those movies here.
Yeah, but what if you want to watch like Pompoko?
I mean, I'm sure Disney's going to be like, oh, somebody wants to see it? $1 million.
Yeah, but like they're going to be like, oh, they want to watch the one about Tanuki and their nutsacks? Just let them watch it.
Yeah, dude, magic nutsacks.
Hey, fun fact about Studio Ghibli movies that you can show your kids. It's all about yokai and tanuki nutsacks.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Speaking of fun kids movies, though, coming back in theaters, I think Fathom Events in early November is doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original, which I would love to see on the big screen again. I saw it when I was a kid.
What is the other movie I told you that was going to... Oh, Lupin the First. Lupin the Third, the first, is going to be at our local movie theaters here. I don't think this weekend, but maybe next. So you can watch it. They have it in dub and sub. So make sure you avoid avoid the dubbed version unless you're just
never watch the dubbed versions, guys. I mean, I will say that Disney did a really good job, or Buena Vista, rather. John Lasseter did a really good job of the Miyazaki films, getting a really good voice cast for some of these American release. I know you're making that look.
Besides Billy Crystal, name one.
As far as dubs go, but I would still prefer original language. Always watch original language. You know, it's just better. And you know, when I was a younger guy getting into anime stuff and watching animated things from different countries, people were like, "I just don't like it because the words don't match up with their mouths." And I was like, "Well, yeah, because you're watching it in the wrong freaking language, you dummies." And yeah, of course it doesn't match their mouth.
You know what? We need to have them play at the theater for one of our movie theater nights, because I never got to.
What's that?
Princess Bride. Because remember,
because they had the problem with the screen.
Remember when I took us to see that?
You rage quit the theater.
I brought like 30 people to the movie theater, and all like 25 of the other ones got in the good theater where the picture was fine and the theater sold out. And then we got shoved in the theater where you couldn't see half of the fucking movie.
Oh, I tweeted AMC these because I never use Twitter, but I reset my password so I could log into Twitter just to tweet AMC, and I'd be like, "Look at this shit!" And it was like
That was at Malco, bro.
or no, I tweeted Fathom Events. That's what I tweeted, and because they had cut like the cropping was so bad that people's heads were cut off, and there was one scene where
Half of the
Prince
movie wasn't
Humperdinck,
there.
it was just his nose, and he was like being an asshole like he does. And I was like, this is, and no one but us were complaining.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Logan. Yeah, it was a scene probably.
Logan asks, God, I would love to see Jake storm out of a theater. Double-handed out the door. He's like, I'm not staying for this. I want my money back.
I didn't yell about it, but I mean,
No, you yelled about it later.
I was pretty heated, man, for sure. And I think I almost broke their front door. No, that was like a big, heavy metal, like bulletproof glass door, and I threw that thing open like it was made out of paper. I was, I was pissed.
As you wish, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Velvet Santa says, I saw The Princess Bride for the first time in second grade on a TV strapped to a rolling cart. Dude, no one had a better day than a kid sitting in a classroom when that TV on the rolling cart rolled in. You're like, yeah, boy, today is the day.
Dude, especially if they're showing you Princess Bride. That's sick.
That is always a good day identifier when that cart comes through the door. You know you're set for success.
Yeah, because your teacher has a hangover. Shut up.
Yep. All right, kids, we're going to watch whatever's still in the VHS from last time. There you go. And be like, and yeah, super cool. Anyway, all right, well, we are running out of time here. So, inconceivable. Yeah, you just fell for one of the 3 classic blunders. I can do a pretty good...
That's what I should have been. Yeah, I should have yelled at him. I'm like, I am the Brute Squad, and just started like tearing through the movie theater.
Inconceivable.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Wallace Shawn, he actually writes really good poetry. If you don't know anything about Wallace Shawn, you could check out some of his poetry. He's got a couple of albums out, I think, too.
So, since we talked about the Regal, Cinemark, all that theater shutting down, you want to know what the CEO's name of that company is? Mookie.
Mookie?
Yeah, bro. Since we're talking about the Grand Nagus.
The Grand Nagus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Mookie. Yeah, one of the best Ferengis ever. Wallace Shawn playing the Grand Nagus. If you don't know your Grand Nagus lore, then you're missing out. Some of the best episodes of several Star Treks. But anyway, all right, well, that's our time. Tune in, catch us on the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the Twitches. Search us for Spotify, download. I'm the Boom Operator.
I'm the Grip.
We'll see you guys next week.